Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Market Report. I am your host, Benton, and we are joined again by our resident experts, Jordan Finiseth, Marcel Peckman, and Sam Borgi. Jordan uses his background in psychology and human behavior to spot the emerging trends in the crypto markets. Marcel Peckman applies his 17 years of experience trading derivatives, options, and futures to the crypto derivatives markets. And Sam Borgi is our business editor at Cointelegraph, where he brings a decade of experience in economic analysis and financial market writing. Fellas, welcome back. Big show today. Play to earn. What's the best game? How are we feeling this week, Marcel?
39,000. We are all gonna make it. We're almost 20% above the lows of 33,000. We are gonna make it, guys. Hang on, stay tight, don't get liquidated.
Wow, I don't think I've seen you that excited in a while, Marcel. Nice. Yeah, I think we're doing crypto. We're down at the bottom. This is a good time to buy, in my opinion, because everybody's still afraid. Fear's way up there, when everybody's scared. It's a good time to be greedy, but we'll see.
Sam, how are we feeling this week?
Well, as I think Peter Brandt said, all the laser eyes are gone, which is probably a good sign that now is the time to start buying, because you want to be a contrarian when it comes to that. It's been exciting to see prices go up a little bit. We're still kind of in a downtrend overall, I think, on the daily, but positive developments overall. Just make sure that you have that long-term view. If you trade day by day, you're gonna get wrecked. We don't want to get wrecked here.
Excellent insights. And today's show has been reformatted to bring you some of the best projects in the play to earn space. And so each person is going to have 2 minutes to walk you through their project today. These are the opinions of ourselves. They were not representative of Cointelegraph. These are projects that we researched and thought, hey, these are the great insights that we want to bring you all, our very, very loyal audience. If you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and do that now so that we're here Tuesdays at 12 o'clock on Cointelegraph on YouTube. And also, we're going to be giving away a 1-month subscription to Markets Pro. So make sure you are chiming in on chat. We're going to be hawking that and selecting some of the best comments. And we may even ask some of your questions during our cross-examinations, which will follow the presentation of each person. So go ahead and chime in the chat. We want to hear from you guys, and we appreciate it. Why don't you tell us where you are tuning in from around the globe today? Welcome, everyone, for jumping on to the Market Report. We're going to jump into our weekly highlight video, which is going to give you a rundown about the latest news happening in this week with the biggest headlines. Then we're going to jump into Marcel's segment, where he's going to walk us through what's happening in the market and where we are going to head to next, followed up by Sam, myself, and Jordan. We're going to present to you the best play to earn games. So go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's jump in. Danilo, give us that market rundown. What's been happening in the news and headlines this week? All right, those were some of the biggest headlines of this week, some news, and we're going to let Marcel talk to us about what's happening in the markets. Where are we going next? I see folks are tuning in from India, Netherlands, Indonesia, Dubai. Welcome, everyone. Shout out Cal Toro for my penchant for snazzy-looking websites. Thanks, Cal Toro, for always tuning in. Marcel, why don't we jump into your segment first and tell us what's happening in the markets right now?
Okay, Benton. So as we've discussed earlier, by looking at the Bitcoin chart, we're going to see a steady recovery over the past couple of weeks or 10 days. But that's not the whole story. Danilo, can you share my screen, please? So we can see here that we bottomed near January 23rd or 24th, and since then it's been a steady and slow recovery, which seems good, but again, that's not the whole story. So what I want to show you, for example, is futures contracts liquidation. So whenever those traders use leverage and the market goes down, for example, 5%, if you are 20x or higher leverage, you're going to get forcefully terminated. You're going to get liquidated. And that's what happened on January 21 and 24 and 23. Whenever the markets go down, those leverage long traders get wrecked. They get liquidated. But over the past week, we haven't seen that happening anymore. You can see a dramatic cut on liquidations, which is a good thing. But more important than that, thank you, Danilo. Thanks for sharing. More important than that, we need to see how those professional traders are positioned. For example, if they're ultra bullish, if they're doing leverage longs, we're going to see a futures markets premium above 12%. Whenever they're bearish, they're scaring, oh, the market's going to crash. It's the end of the world. The Fed is going to raise interest rates and Bitcoin is going to crash to $20,000. That's going to be reflected on the futures premium. It's going to be negative or at least below 5%. So let's check the chart. Danilo, can you share, please? So we can see here that in the past, we've seen a 10% futures premium, which indicated some bullishness. But over the last 4 or 5 weeks, that has gone down below 9%, down to 4.5%, for example, on January 21st, which means that pro traders were slightly bearish by then, but the index recovered above 5%. So right now, those pro players might not be bullish, but I see the glass as half full. The market recovered 19%, almost 20% from bottom on January 24th, and those traders are still not bullish. So I see it as a glass half full. Thank you, Danilo. But we need some additional indicators to understand whether professional traders, market makers, arbitrage desk, whether they're still thinking that another crash, a collapse to $25,000 or $20,000 could happen, or if after the bounce down to $33,000, they are more confident of a market recovery. So I like to analyze the options markets, the skew indicator. Danilo, can you share my screen, please? So whenever the skew indicator goes above 10%, a positive 10%, it means that those traders are overcharging for protective positions. So they're fearing downside, which has been the case since January 26 or 27, as you can see here. Whenever the skew indicator goes down, negative 8% or negative 10%, it indicates they're ultra bullish. They're waiting for a pump. They're expecting the market to rally. Again, it looks like a bearish indicator, okay? The skew is at 12, 10%. It means that they're charging more for protective options. So they're fearing that the market could go down lower. Thank you, Danilo. But let's analyze it with a glass half full situation. If those traders are still fearing that the market is going to crash, and the market has rallied 20%, if we break, and when we break the $42,000 resistance, those traders who are under positioned are going to have to buy cryptocurrencies. So I see it as a positive. So those indicators show me that those pro traders are not excessively bearish, but they are not confident despite the 20% recovery. So that's why I'm ultra bullish. Whenever we break $42,000, those guys are going to have to cover positions and buy. So I'm ultra bullish for now.
So a quick question I see from the audience here from Vic Invest. Why does the state of the U.S. economy affect the crypto markets so much? Marcel, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, Benton, Sam has more expertise in those areas, but my point of view is that whenever Fed raises interest rates, there's a risk that some companies that are over-leveraged, especially the Chinese ones, are going to crash. So if there's a crash in riskier markets and Bitcoin is perceived as a risky market and crypto as well, it goes down.
Sam, do you have any insights to this question from Vic?
Yeah, Vic, that's a good question. I think it's less about the state of the U.S. economy and more about perceptions around monetary policy and risk. Right now, crypto is being seen as a risk asset, so investors are a bit concerned about what the Fed might do. And if the Fed raises rates, then that might be a bad thing for crypto. So there's a bit of concern around that. But I think overall, crypto has its own value drivers and fundamentals, and I think the market price will eventually catch up with that.
Excellent insights. That's why we got the experts on the panels here to give you the best answers in the game. Marcel, is that going to do it for your insights about what's going on in the market right now?
Yeah, just a general, broader altcoin view. I do think that if we break $42,000 and we continue to rally, altcoins are going to perform better than Ethereum and Bitcoin. So yeah, have at least 30% exposure to altcoins seems a good idea.
All right. Hopefully the Fed is going to shock the world and maybe not raise those interest rates as frequently as they stated. So we'll see. 2022 has not really started out like we all thought it would, and Bitcoin has been doing what we didn't think it would. So very interesting times in the markets right now. Go ahead and drop comments today and drop your Twitter handle in chat. We're giving away that 1 month subscription to Markets Pro, so make sure you're dropping that in chat. We're going to be hawking that. And also, if you just want to go ahead and get on the platform, 20% off in the description below. Make sure you get in right now, Markets Pro. So I think we're going to go into the moment we've all been waiting for here, folks. All right. Then we're going to get into our play to earn battle royale today. And I'm going to have Sam start us off and tell us a bit about DeFi Kingdoms. So Danilo, let's go ahead and run the intro and get this battle started. Take it away, Sam.
Awesome. So my pick this week for the best play to earn game is going to be DeFi Kingdoms, also known as DFK. The reason for me is very simple. DeFi Kingdoms is gamifying the DeFi industry by aligning our passions for gaming and investing. So you can't really get much better than that when it comes to actually investing and playing a game. But it actually goes far beyond that. One of the biggest challenges with crypto games is making them accessible to everyday users. Believe it or not, guys, not everybody has intuitive knowledge about staking, liquidity pools, and other hardcore crypto concepts. DeFi Kingdoms takes difficult crypto investing ideas and presents them in a familiar way to players. So if you're looking for a game with mass market potential, it has to be DeFi Kingdoms. So imagine playing a game, participating in a decentralized exchange, taking advantage of liquidity opportunities, and purchasing NFTs, all on a platform that provides a nostalgic fantasy pixel art. That's what you're getting with DeFi Kingdoms. Just some more information about the game. DFK's native currency is called Jewel, and it allows users to purchase NFTs in-game. It's also used for liquidity mining, giving users the ability to earn more jewels through staking. DeFi Kingdoms was the first Harmony Network project to top the DApp Radar's chart, so you know it's really popular. It's getting a lot of mainstream adoption. Over the past 30 days, these numbers will really blow your mind. In just a month, DeFi Kingdoms has over 142,000 users, 8.3 million transactions, and over $1.6 billion in volume. Jewel is currently the 6th largest GameFi coin by market cap, according to CoinMarketCap. And another growth opportunity is DFK recently expanded to Avalanche, which is one of the fastest growing blockchains, as we all know. Avalanche's TVL is over 20 times more than Harmony's. So you can expect a lot more transitions going on from people who use Avalanche into DFK. So, and for your peace of mind, DeFi Kingdoms has been audited by Solidity Finance. So you have the peace of mind there. Overall, I think you can't get much better than DeFi Kingdoms, and why you should all vote for it in the next few minutes.
All right, Sam, thank you for presenting DeFi Kingdoms, because we are about to cross-examine you, sir. I see Marcel has a question locked and loaded. Marcel, jump in here. Let's start the grill fest.
Hope
Gotta
you're muted.
unmute there. There we go.
Yeah, I have a question. So Sam,
Go ahead,
is the game ready? Is it playable right now, or is it just a DeFi disguised as a game?
Oh no, the game is more than ready. The game is you can log on and play right now. Connect your MetaMask wallet and begin playing. Over 100,000 users have played over the past month. It's ready.
What does that look like? What does it look like to start playing? Do you have to invest money to get going? How long does it take to kind of recoup that investment?
No, you just connect and you get to perform a lot of the in-game functions and start earning. So the best part of that is you could actually learn DeFi concepts in real time while you're playing the game. So it works out perfectly in both senses.
Have you tried to set up a Harmony and get money onto that blockchain? How easy was that for you?
Everything on DeFi Kingdoms is really easy. It's really intuitive. And if you take a look at the usability of the platform, that's why it's become so much. That's why it's become so popular. I would imagine a lot of people who are using DeFi Kingdoms might not be hardcore crypto users. So MetaMask has become a very intuitive way for users to get access to the market. And I think that with that integration, it's become very seamless.
My thing is this: it was painful. It was excruciating to get over onto the Harmony blockchain, and like I myself have not played DeFi Kingdoms, but just getting my funds onto the Harmony blockchain was the most painful event I have ever had to go through. And so I know you said they mentioned they're expanding to AVAX, but why was DeFi Kingdoms so quickly like able to accelerate their ecosystem just by being on Harmony, which in my opinion is not a superior chain to AVAX?
Well, I think DeFi Kingdoms appeals to a lot of users who want to access the DeFi market. They want to earn on the DeFi within DeFi, but who might not have a full understanding of how DeFi actually works. So you gamify the experience, right? So I think that the actual appeal of a game, when you actually play the game, you're learning, you're enjoying yourself, but you also have the potential to earn through DeFi. So I think it's suited for mass adoption in that respect. That's why I think it's been so popular.
What kind of earning are we talking here? What's the earning potential?
I don't make promises about earnings. You'll actually have to play the game to participate in that. I'm sure you guys will have some lofty promises in the next few segments. I'm not going to make that. All I'm going to say is you can play the game, check it out, connect your MetaMask wallet, and you're good to go.
Well, at least you don't have to spend like $500 or $4,000 to start playing the game. So even if it pays small, the yield is good. But I have a critic or a concern here. The Geo token from this game went down from a $22 peak on January 5 to the current $7.50. So what's happening? Did the bubble burst?
Well, no. Well, what's happened, Marcel, is that DeFi overall got wrecked during the latest downturn, and that affects pretty much every component of the DeFi market, or most components. The way I look at it is it's a really good entry opportunity, a really good investment opportunity, because the community is behind it, the appeal is there, the usability is there, the volumes are there, everything is there for that would support a future price catalyst. But right now the market is on ice, and I expect that to continue for the next little while as we reaccumulate and head north again.
But Sam, every one of these games has a community. Every one of them has a utility. Why DeFi Kingdoms? Why is it separated the cream of the crop of play-to-earn gaming?
Because DeFi Kingdoms doesn't have only 3,000 users. DeFi Kingdoms has thousands and thousands of more users than that. So everyone watching, you understand what I'm saying.
But that's an ad popular.
Many people
just because thousands of people are jumping off a bridge, should I jump off the bridge?
Definitely not. That's not a good comparison. What I'm saying, a lot of people are using this platform because they want to learn about DeFi and they want to make money and they want to play a cute game. I mean, tell me, play a cute game, earn, have fun, join a community. That's all here, baby.
So
go ahead, Marcel.
Let me see if I get that right.
For questions.
You have to learn to use a new chain, Harmony, which doesn't seem to be the best one. The game, the yield doesn't seem to be really attractive, as you don't have to invest to start playing the game. But we're saying that the community is going to take you to the next level. Is that it?
Not really. I'm not saying the community is going to take you to the next level, but the community is important. You know, the community provides a better GameFi experience, and you don't necessarily have to be quote unquote using the Harmony blockchain. Man, you go to the DeFi Kingdoms site and then you log in through your MetaMask and you're on and so forth. So it doesn't take a lot of technical expertise to get involved, which is the entire point of DeFi Kingdoms.
All right. Any other questions for this cross-examination for DeFi Kingdoms? We're all set. All right. Sam made his case. We put him on the grill. We'll see how the crowd responds. I see a lot of folks chiming in here. I don't know. DeFi Kingdom crowd maybe didn't show up today. Where you at? Where you at, DeFi Kingdom supporters and community? You guys got that such a big community.
They're playing the game.
No, they're still trying to figure out Harmony. How does this work?
All right. So real quick, we're giving away that 1-month subscription for Markets Pro. Go ahead and drop your Twitter handles. We're going to be selecting folks to win that 1-month subscription to Markets Pro. 20% discount code is in the description. Now, I think we're going to move into, I see a lot of Carbada fans out there. They're chiming in chat. They showed up strong today. We're going to go ahead and jump into my favorite play to earn game that I think has the highest potential for 2022. So let's go ahead, Danilo, go ahead and jumpstart this party. Where's all my Cradabians at? Where are you at? Give me some claws. Give me some claws. That's right, folks. It's Carbada time. So this week, I'm going to be bringing to you the best play to earn game that I think is on the marketplace. What is Carbada? Why Carbada, Benton? Everyone wants to know. Well, Carbada is an idle play to earn game, which I think is a nuance that we're going to learn to love here in 2022. And so they are one of the newest blockchain games to hit the market, launching in late 2021. And in my opinion, one of the most highly underrated games. And that's what I do. I bring you the dark horses. I bring you the not well-known projects, and I highlight them for you because I'm your guy when it comes to this stuff. And so the game concept itself is players earn rewards through activities such as mining, looting, breeding, battling, and more. The best part about this game is that it takes minimum effort. And so you don't have to actively engage and play it every single second of the day. There are multiple strategies to deploy your capital and get returns in the game. So let's have a look real quick at the website, Caltoro. This one's for you because you know I'm all about the UI UX. Danilo, let's see if you can go ahead and pull this up for me. For their website. Sorry, Danilo, I think I hit the button for you. So this is their website. This is the UI. It's fun. It's friendly. You want to talk about a fun game? You look at it instantly and you see these hermit crabs. So this is the kind of homepage for the game itself. Now, I want to talk strategies, and here's where the getting gets good. Is when you're looking at strategies in the game, you have these hermit crabs, which are your NFTs in game. You can use these crabs to do certain things inside of the game. And this outlines all of the strategies. And so you can mine. You can actually go loot other players in the game while they are mining for potentially higher rewards. But this outlines some of the strategies in game. And according to a lot of this data, which a community member provided for Carbada, you could potentially earn your break even or return on your investment in about 49 days. And so the one kind of barrier that I'm seeing here with this game is that some of the crabs are very high priced, around $4,000, a couple $1,000s. This is an AVAX based game. So to Sam's point earlier, the expansion of DeFi Kingdoms, this is already on AVAX, built on AVAX for your use and pleasure and ease of use to get set up and rock and roll. The other thing I want to highlight here is their roadmap. Some exciting stuff is coming up in Q2 and Q1 of this year, such as land plots that you can buy and own in games. So we talk about metaverse and we're talking about real estate in games. Carbada's got your back. Not only that, but they're going to be launching their mobile platform. So when you're on the go, you could be playing Carbada and mining real rewards in real time while you're not sitting in front of your computer. So for me, these are some of the highlights of this project in particular. And I'm going to show you real quick what this looks like in game when you're battling other teams. So there's teams of 3. You can check this out. This is fun, guys. And guess what? When you're doing these looting parties, you can enjoy it and actually get more rewards by looting other parties. And so for me, that's the coolest part. Governance token of this project is CRA, C-R-A, and the in-game token is TUS. I think that is my time. Folks, it's time to grill me because we are going to win. Where's my Carbada fans at? Where are my Carbada fans at? Let's go. Jordan, hit me.
So yeah, the reason Axie Infinity became so popular is because like countries like Venezuela, the Philippines could play it and earn actual money during the day. How are those people going to afford $4,000 to get in on this?
That is one of the barriers to entry, I believe, with this. And so you do have to be able to invest a significant amount, a sizable amount into this. And their community is only about 3,000 people right now, 3,000 users. So in scalability wise, I think as they can grow and expand, I'm hoping that as they create more supply of those NFTs, that the price for maybe starts to tick down a little bit, which becomes more affordable for folks across the globe.
And since now that you've explained Carbada, could you explain Carbada? Because everybody's like, you're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong, Benton.
Carbada. That's what I was saying. Right? Carbada, yeah.
I'm not a game player, not even a crypto game player, but explain to me what's the difference between Carbada and Axie Infinity. Wouldn't it face the same demise? So yeah, there's a rush in the beginning, a lot of players coming in, so the payout is high. Then the payout goes down, and the players move on to the next one. Why is not going to happen with Carbada?
Yeah, so Carbada, folks, Carbada, say it with me. In my opinion, so this is like it's pulling in elements from DeFi. So you have your staking. It's pulling in elements from the gaming space where you can loot and challenge and battle other players. And so the cool part about this, though, is the idle gameplay. And that's where you're actually earning like real world assets inside of the game, not necessarily by being in front of your screen and navigating through this real world. And so for me, that's where I think it separates itself from the Axie Infinities, where you can kind of have this more idle gameplay where it's incorporating all these different elements from DeFi gaming and kind of smashing them all in one place.
Yeah, Ben, this has all been great and everything, but do you actually have any usage stats for this game? Because I've never really heard of it, and you mentioned that the community is quite small, but do you have any data on transactions, on volumes, the actual important stuff that people need before they actually vote today?
So transaction volume is hovering right around 122,000 transactions so far, and that's looking at a 7-day scale. And so when we're looking at an all-time figure for this, actually I take that back. That is all-time figure because they did launch late last year. And so yeah, 122,000 transactions with about 3K users. That's what you're looking at for this platform. It's new and it's budding, and so that's why I think for this year it's going to be the biggest play to earn project. Any other questions, Marcel?
Yeah, Benton. You already said that there's a large expenditure to get in the game, but there are only 250 crabs for sale below $15,000. Does that number worry you?
I think for now it does. And as I mentioned, that is one of the barriers to entry inside of this game. But if you're looking at this as an investment opportunity, if somebody told me, hey, I could potentially earn my break even on investment in about 49 days, I would be willing to take that risk inside of this community that's established themselves in the play to earn space. And so for me, that's a risk that I would be willing to take at this point if I could have a return on my investment in about 49 days. Any further questions? Or I believe I've rested my case. All right. Well, let's get the show moving into our next segment for Jordan. I know he's going to be talking to us about a few a few topics for Yield Hunter. If you haven't liked, subscribe, go ahead and do that now. 1 month subscription to Markets Pro. We're giving that away today. Drop your Twitter handle in chat. Danilo, let's go ahead and roll this over to Jordan so that we can get to the live poll at the end.
All right, the game I picked to outperform others is Yield Hunt, a newly released game on the Avalanche network that offers a simplified way to earn a yield with little gamification and risk involved. Created in a forested land full of adventurers and hunters who are searching for the protocol's gem token, users can stake their NFTs in the Yield Hunt forest to start their adventure and earn a yield for their owners. One of the main reasons I chose this project is because it is early on in its launch. It only launched, I believe, earlier this month, and it's currently in about the 4th generation of the NFTs being launched. And people who are interested in getting in on the ground floor of a burgeoning project rather than after its price is already mooned and has become this big blowout thing like Axie Infinity, this is a really good opportunity for that. Currently minting offers a 90% chance to mint an adventurer and a 10% chance to mint a hunter. Hunters are able to steal gems from adventurers. Adventurers just kind of go into the forest and collect gems for their owners. Hunters can steal from the adventurers when they're trying to pull it out of the forest. And they can also steal mints. So new NFTs, when they're minted, if you're holding and staking a hunter, you have the potential to steal somebody's new mint. So that's an interesting little throw that adds the risk factor. All NFTs that are staked continue to earn a yield until they are removed from the forest, which is when they risk losing a portion of their earnings to staked hunters. Those who do not want to risk their gems also have the ability to stake them in the temple to earn wrapped AVAX, USDC, or Trader Joe. And they fluctuate. Yesterday was around 2,000. Today it dropped down to about 700. I think some of the tokenomics and stuff were going on. They're approaching phase 2, so there's a lot of stuff coming up with that. If you can share my screen real quick, Danilo, I can show everybody kind of what the layout looks like, just to give them a quick. So there you go. You got the hunter up here. You can let's begin temple. Here's the adventures. Here's the hunters gem token. And again, in the temple, you can deposit your gems to either earn wrapped AVAX Joe or these. Right now, 837% on the wrapped AVAX, 890%ish on Joe. So that's that. And then if we go back real quick, we can go inside. So here's where you would mint. And it currently costs about 80,000 gem tokens to mint one. It slowed down a little bit. That's kind of affected the price. I think they planned out how they wanted to have the price go a little differently. Ooh, got some sound going on, my bad. And yeah, you'd stake them over here, claim and all that stuff. So it's a really simple layout, new, and I like it. So that's Yield Hunt.
Yeah, I remember when I first played Nintendo in 1993. It reminds me of that. All right, so first question.
You're on that pretty website kick again, huh? Dang, yo.
You know I'm about that UI UX. If it doesn't have the UI UX, I don't want it. Let's see. Chris Wen is coming in hot here. He says Yield Hunt shouldn't even be in the discussion. Jordan, what say you? Why should Yield Hunt be in this discussion?
Because it's a new up-and-coming game. I understand why people say that it's not as involved as some of the other ones, but I think that they got some promise. That's why it's not. You're not getting in when it's already long established and don't have the best chance to make a yield.
No,
Marcel's wagging his finger. What do you got?
That's not it. It's because Yield Hunt is not a game. It's simply a DeFi and NFT marketplace disguised as a game, but there's no gameplay. It's not a game.
Ooh, wow, hot take from Marcel.
I get the gamification, but I get what you're saying, Marcel. Technically speaking, it's not a game yet, but it's only in phase 1, early phase. Phase 2, phase 3 coming out future. I get it though. That's a valid point.
If I had $100 to invest, why should I put it into Yield Hunt?
Because you can start earning a yield with that money instead of having to put $4,000 in and wait like 2 months.
When will I get a return on that investment, though? That's my question.
I actually got a couple of these the other day when I picked this choice. I'm like, let me throw a little skin in the game, and I picked up a couple of NFTs. And within a few days, I was close to already recovering the amount of money I put in. And then I bought some more, and so I don't know. I've stopped paying attention to how much, but.
So what's coming up next for Yield Hunt? Why should they?
I don't know. They're keeping that close to the chest. They say phase 2 is coming, so I don't know. That definitely was up in the open. I know.
Sounds like a rug pull to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask you about a roadmap, but I mean, you're asking us all to become guinea pigs here, essentially, in this project. And I was going to ask about a roadmap, but it doesn't seem like there's a roadmap because they're keeping it close to their chest. So remember that, everyone, when you're voting in a few minutes, okay?
I was going to say, what are we talking about? Like user base and transactions? Do we have data on that?
It's about the same as on yours. There's about 3,500 people, and I know it's not too much. Sam's over here chuckling like, yeah. But early game, and again, it only launched a couple of weeks ago. That's why it's still up and coming. I think they got some issues to figure out with their tokenomics too, and how much the price was. Like you can actually get it. You can mint cheaper now than you probably could earlier because the price of the token fell. So it's like different ways.
Ooh.
It's all crypto, different gamification things.
Only has about 5,000 transactions though.
Yeah, I know. It's early. That's why I'm telling people. The reason
when
I
did they
it's
launch?
Such an early opportunity.
Well,
when did they launch though?
January 14th, something like that.
So like a couple weeks ago, literally.
Yeah.
Marcel, go ahead.
So why is the GEM token down 84% in 1 week? Can you explain that?
Because the demand for the GEM token came after the Gen 0 mint. You could mint in the first generation with the AVAX. Generation 2, you had to use the GEM token to mint. So people were actually buying the GEM token, causing it to go up to mint the things. But after that, the price fell down because people stopped wanting to mint it. That's why I say it was cheaper for me to mint the ones that I minted than it was earlier generations because the price fell. And so that's why I said I don't think they thought about like the price tokenomics and how like to keep the price up as they went on in the future. But like so late adopters actually
making the case for Yield Hunt right
now.
I'm open and honest about the things, and I like talking about the pros and cons of any project because that shows like doing research and like being honest in our society where they only talk about one side of things. I'm willing to talk about the downside.
That's valid. Every project has its flaws, Sam, any further questions from Sam Marcel here? I'm done grilling.
No, I think I've had enough of Yield Hunt. Okay, like I've had enough. So,
yeah, I think we all have.
It seems like if it's not a game, I'm not interested. It shouldn't be even considered for the voting. So I agree with the viewer. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, hopefully, maybe we have a few folks that are just like Yield Hunt, ambassadors that can rally the troops for the live poll. Don't forget, these are the personal views of each individual. This is not sponsored content. This is just us being us. Poll is live now, folks. And what's that? Oh, we're getting word from our producer. What's that? Okay, yeah. Carbada is looking like it's got a strong lead. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Markets Pro segment. While this poll goes live, don't forget to vote. And yeah, I'm going to have you vote for Carbada. So let's go ahead and jump into Markets Pro segment for this week. We're going to give you a couple tokens that you should have been watching. Newsquakes are the automated alerts that instantly notify users when market-moving events happen. This week, we're going to take a look at Chili's, trading under the ticker CHZ, and this is a token behind Socios.com. So when we look at this chart in particular, we saw this newsquake. So what happened? In this announcement that emerged on January 28th, we saw the platform Markets Pro posted the news of the market partnership with the NBA club, the New Orleans Pelicans. It was then captured by the Newsquake algorithm and delivered an alert to Markets Pro users. We saw CHZ was trading at about 17 cents when the news broke, and the price started to go up immediately after its publication. In about 1.5 days, price increased about 8%. All the way up to about 19 cents. So you're going to say, 8% isn't that much, but in these markets, you're able to catch these waves. You can make some moves on these 8% upticks, and that's the power of that Newsquake service. The other token that we're going to be highlighting this week is MANA. For those who aren't familiar with the Vortex score, this is a comparison between its current market conditions and the social conditions of those in the past. This week, we saw MANA's price pump after it had flashed historically bullish trading conditions. So MANA's price took off from $2.38 to reach $2. $2.85. That's an increase of 20% in less than a day. Interesting enough, in the middle of Mon's rally, a bullish newsquake drop informing Markets Pro subscribers that the token was listed on liquid exchange. So this was a double whammy. You saw the Vortex score peak, and then we actually had another newsquake which pushed the price up higher. That's why you got Markets Pro. You just love to see that movement. And when you get the double whammies, you love to execute on those trades that the platform gives you. So don't forget, we're going to be giving away that 1-month subscription of Markets Pro today. Drop your Twitter handle in the chat. We're going to select those at the end of the show. Folks, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and what do we got for results for poll here? What's going on? Are we closing this? How much more time do we have on the poll?
Grab the boat.
What do we got? Poll is live. All right. Well, I think we need to decide the winner and do the giveaway. 3 more minutes for the poll, getting word from our producer. Let's go ahead and pick the Markets Pro winner for today. Who have we seen in chat? Who's been dropping the best comments in chat today? Marcel, Sam, Jordan, I'm going to leave this up to you all to pick our Markets Pro winner for today while this live poll ends. Who do we got?
I think Vic Invest has been doing a great job. You know, he's been schooling everybody about the potential of DeFi Kingdoms.
Yeah, he also was dropping knowledge on Jordan, saying he lost already. Let's see. Vic Invest has been very active. Vic, have you dropped your Twitter handle in chat? If you haven't, go ahead and do so now. I think you are going to be our winner for that 1-month subscription of Markets Pro. Vic Invest, hit us up. Drop it in the comments. All right. Are we still waiting for this live poll to end? Did Carbada win already or what?
Adrian, any on this?
What happened?
Change. We have a last-minute change.
We've got a few more minutes here.
We got bots flooding into the chat right now to just post in the poll. I'm getting word. Yield. Oh, my gosh.
How was this even possible?
Hunter, what is this? Carbada fans, where are you at today? Jeez Louise.
I think Jordan has a big family. That's what's happening.
Woo, woo. No, I have a sister and a mom, dude. Whoop, whoop.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Are these final results?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Stop the count.
What did Vic Invest say?
The count.
I already lost.
Off the steal is what it should be.
I already lose when the poll says I won. That's so weird.
How many cousins do you have? Come on.
I was going to say, all right. Yield Hunt was our winner today, folks. 43%. Hats off to Jordan for he just gave it to you straight today. He just gave you the business and was just like, hey, here's the good, here's the bad. And looks like he rallied the Yield Hunt community. Carbada fans, what's up? Like, I thought we had this in the bag. You were all over Twitter this week. Don't know what happened. All right.
Just because they could pay $4,000 for an NFT doesn't mean they can pay to win, man.
All right, Jordan, I'm going to give you the final thoughts here for the winners segment. You have the floor to say whatever is on your mind right now.
Well, I think that what we've learned today is that sometimes the most obvious choice in crypto ain't going to be the choice that gets you to the top. So yeah, like if we're in this nice little like lull in the crypto market, I've actually been rebalancing my own portfolio, kind of taking some losses to book some losses and to re-put some else. So like, look, right now is a good time to survey the field, find some new projects, maybe jump on the bigger projects that have done well over the years, and like keep your head up. We are going to make it. It might just take longer than people wanted.
Very good. To Jordan today for winning our battle debate. And Marcel, 10-second closing thought. Why don't you take us away?
Well, there's really nothing for me to say. I'm just shell-shocked right now. That's it. I have nothing. It was the Discord that it was in. They put it in the Discord and forget about it. Fix is in, guys. The fix is in. I know what you guys are doing. Ban Discord.
Marcel, closing thoughts today.
My advice, Benton, is NFTs are not cryptocurrencies. Just watch out for that. NFTs are not cryptocurrencies.
Very interesting. All right. My closing thought is buy and hold. That's it. Thank you for joining today's battle royale between the best play to earn games. We hope you tune in next week for our next battle royale, Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Smash the notification buttons. Carbada fans, thanks for joining today. Sorry we couldn't pull this one out. Until next time, take it easy.
See you guys.
See you.